Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Z of PresidentialBeats.com. I'm here today in my home studio. I'm just chilling, just taking a little bit of time away from the big studio. I know a lot of times you hear from me, I'm either in the studio or I'm on the go, or I'm in a business meeting or something like that, and I just want to take a little bit of time out of my busy schedule and just chop it up with you a little bit, and just talk about independent musicians in the music biz right now and kind of the state of the industry. I know there's a lot of different opinions out there, as to what's gonna happen next, what's the next big thing. And I'm so excited for you right now because I feel like it's the prime time for indie artists and indie musicians right now. I mean, I feel like the environment is just so fertile with opportunity, with talent, just tons and tons of opportunities. I mean, the internet has completely changed the game and the way that business is done nowadays. And as I know you probably see, the rise of the independent artists. I mean, it's here. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. And it's just an incredible place to be right now. And I'm super excited for you and your music career and all the opportunities that are available to you. But specifically, I wanted to talk about, kind of what you can do as an indie musician to start moving forward in your career. I know a lot of times, a lot of guys who step into the music business as indie artists, they just don't have the business savvy or maybe the team or the things that they need to start moving forward in their music career. And I just wanted to share a few of those things with you that I've learned about over the course of my time as a freelance music producer, music coach, and things of that nature, things that I found helpful and beneficial to me. So I'm gonna just run through just a quick few things to share with you. I don't want to belabor your time too long. So here goes. Guys, the first thing that you gotta be on as an indie artist or indie musician or what have you is you got to be on top of your business if you want to start making some serious money in this music industry. I mean, this game is not for the faint of heart. That's the hard truth. If you don't have your business in order, if you aren't taking care of things properly, even if you're a one-man squad, you got to take care of things. So the first thing you got to do, get registered with the Performing Rights Organization, whether that be ASCAP at ASCAP.com. CSAC is another one, and BMI. You can only be registered with one, I think, for a given period of time, but get registered with one of those performance rights organizations so that you can start collecting royalties, music royalties, for your music. Another performance rights organization that recently has come about is Sound Exchange. Get up on top of your Sound Exchange. Make sure you're registering with them. They're responsible for a different copyright than ASCAP, CSAC, or BMI, and they collect royalties that are digitally based. So if you got your music out here online or on the internet, on internet radio stations or anything like that, you gotta be registered for Sound Exchange. So that's my first recommendation. Make sure you're registered with the Performing Rights Organization that you need to be registered with. And the next thing you guys got to get up on top of your copyrights too. Granted, you are allotted a copyright as soon as you create your work, but if you're shipping your music out to prospective record labels, A&Rs, and things of that nature, and you're putting your music out there, you definitely want to protect yourself. Copyrights nowadays, you can do them online. I think they're like 35 bucks. Go to just copyright.gov, I believe is the website you go to, and you want to go ahead and get your copyrights registered for your material that you have out now. I know a lot of you, so you might be saying, hey, I have so much material. Well, what you do, you go ahead and you put it all on a disc, or you upload it in a zip file if you're doing it online, and you copyright that entire thing. Now keep in mind, like if you have a particular single that's blowing up and you've got, maybe you got a legal issue on it, I mean, you can copyright the individual single as well, but make sure you're doing something to protect your work. As sad as it may seem, we live in a world where people steal music all the time. So you definitely want to be up on top of that. Make sure you register your copyright, and as stated before, make sure you get set up with your performance rights organization. You definitely need that as an indie musician and indie artist. Next thing, guys, that you want to get up on top of as an indie musician is you want to get on top of your recording quality. I know that sometimes it can be a challenge to get your budget up. Some of you may be working jobs, doing odd works, have families, and maybe your money's tight. But do not skimp off on the quality of your recording. That is the difference maker at the end of the day. I know you hear a lot of guys, they'll put their music out and you can tell that it hasn't been done properly, as far as the audio engineering is concerned. So save your money up, invest in a quality recording to get your work done the right way the first time. That way you're not having to backtrack and do it all over again. So find out rates in your local recording at your local recording studios. Find out where you can get reasonable rates and start saving that money up. Start getting in the habit of investing in high quality recording services. That way you can start to build relationships with others, and people will know you, that you're taking your business seriously. A lot of times I'll run into guys who just try to skimp off on the recording. Maybe they'll get a half-hearted recording from cousin down the street just because he has a microphone, and when the song comes out you can tell that it has not been audio engineered properly like it should be. And also if you can invest in it, get the mastering done as well. Get everything you need to do as far as your audio engineering of your songs complete. Make sure you're practicing before you go into the studio so you aren't wasting people's time. I mean, there's tons and tons of things that you can be doing before you come into the studio to cut your costs, if you will. I mean, preparation, practice, all those things play a big factors and big roles into cutting your costs and developing those personal relationships with the audio engineers. So invest in quality recording and make sure you're getting it done right the first time. Okay, last thing, guys. The major thing that you need to focus in on as an indie recording artist that will give you a competitive advantage at times over the majors is your quality of music production services and making that connection with the music producer that you're dealing with. A lot of times I hear guys' tracks and it just sounds like another song out there, another rap song, another pop song. You want to get with a producer who you can build with, who's about business, who takes care of business, who you can have a long-lasting working relationship with. Get your quality of music production services up, guys. I mean, you don't want to skimp out on that. You want to invest in quality, whether you're doing leasing, exclusive rights, no matter where you get your beats from. You don't have to get them from me per se, but wherever you go, make sure you're dealing with a music producer that is about business and that can handle business. You know what I mean? If you need to get you an entertainment lawyer on board with you, get an entertainment lawyer on board with you. But make sure you're getting high quality music production services and that you are paying for those services. I mean, music producers invest hours into developing tracks, mixing tracks, and making sure that they're of the highest caliber possible. I mean, it's dog eat dog out here, so we got to put in the time, effort, and energy just like you do into making sure we have high quality stuff, premium quality stuff to offer to the rest of our fans out there. So invest in high quality music production services. Now, as a quick recap, just to go back over what we talked about earlier, the tips that I'm recommending for you as an indie musician, get your stuff registered with your performance rights organization, ASCAP, SESAC, BMI, Sound Exchange. Remember, ASCAP, SESAC, BMI, Sound Exchange. Those 4 are the ones you want to get set up with. You got to get those set up, get your copyrights together, invest in high quality recording and music production services. Those are the 4 tips that I have for you guys today. I don't really have much time. I gotta cut out. I gotta do some music production before I go. As you can see, studio's back here. I gotta pop in, make some beats, and then I gotta run. But I love chopping it up with you guys. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video with me and just allow me to share just some of the things that I feel like will be very beneficial to you. I'm gonna cut out, guys, so I will talk to you later. Look out for future videos from me, and make sure you guys go visit presidentialbeats.com to get all your music production needs, and also be sure to stop by the presidentialbeats.com blog for other music business tips and helpful information. I'll chop it up with you guys later. Peace.